Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Our flights went really easily.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly. I know you're all saying, what the heck? Is this Real Estate Jerk Daily?
Daily?
But you haven't been here for days.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's not been 2 weeks. It's only been a little over. I say we stopped last.
It's only been
Thursday,
13
Friday,
days.
and then last week and Monday. So it's almost 2 weeks.
Almost. Mostly like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but the radio was still there on a replay.
Yep.
Let's go live on Instagram. All right.
Let's go.
So first thing I want to talk about is current inventory this week, end of last week, 865,709. So that's down 7,224.
Oh, that's
nationwide
not good.
inventory down. I was up, I've been everywhere, Michigan, and I've been to Washington State. And I'm amazed that Washington State is pretty much below where they were 4 years ago with value. My son's going to be selling his house, and he bought it, I think, $420. And I think there's a house down the street, remodeled, same square feet, same everything, listed for $399.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see a little bit of that going on around here. In certain little areas, there's other areas that are just holding tight, but some areas in Modesto, you're starting to see a little downward curve, not a crash, not a balloon popping.
Is that just because people are trying to get rid of them?
I think they're trying to be done.
Yeah.
And just
that
get
shirt,
this out of
man.
Here. Is it a little wild?
It's hurting my eyes.
I almost wore solid, but I thought, I'm going to go sparkly today.
And I keep telling you, solid.
Yeah, I know.
As a rock.
I know.
So I mean, that just was like, wow, that is not positive. And the military families buy a house and then 3 to 4 years later have to move to something else. And so I'm like, you might have to rent it. Well, I can't cover that, kind of thing. And I'm like, well, the positive thing is your rate's 5, so you are pretty much where it's at for purchase.
Yeah,
you can have them just assume your loan, and then they just talk to the lender, and you have them assume your loan, and bang bang, and you're done.
Release of liability.
Well, and also, even if it's not a veteran, you can still do it, but it's going to be a veteran because that's who's in that community.
Right.
It's a little community around a lake, and they're all over the place. And that way they don't have to pay realtor fees. They don't, and no offense to you and the realtor.
Yeah, I know, but when you can do that, it's a great thing.
Well, when you don't have the equity to do it, you can just do this, and they move right in.
And he purchased back in a time when interest rates were pretty darn good, right?
I think it's at 5.25.
That's not bad.
That's way better than that's even. I can't even. Well, I might do it with a 1.0 buy down.
Yeah, that's going to be for a year,
right? But I'm saying that's where we would be at.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I get to go to Jackson this morning.
Jackson.
Wasn't
that an old song?
Yeah, it is an old song. I got a referral from one of my very good friends, and I got an estate sale going to happen up there. Going to go take a look at this 2,900 square foot home with an extra lot across the street that they own as well.
Those people you referred me a couple weeks ago, and I talked to them.
Yeah.
And finally filled stuff out yesterday.
Right.
I told them I would not be able to get to it today because I was traveling.
Traveling.
I was coming home yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. The one thing about my wife's new Tesla is the full self-driving, supervised, of course. You have to supervise it and tell it.
You can't go to sleep.
No, it actually makes noise when you try. Because when we came home from the airport from Michigan, I was tired. And if I was regular driving, I wouldn't have drove. I would have got a hotel. And my eyes like, beep, 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 beep.
Wake up.
That's right.
Wake up.
But you got it. But I mean, there's times where it doesn't know. I mean, we're coming out of San Francisco airport and the light's out and it's coming up and it's like, what do I do? What do I do? And so you like take over and you go through it. And then there was something on the travel, same thing. Oh, fire truck. So there's a whole thing off the side of the freeway right here, and we're coming off, and the guy's backing the truck up, not an ambulance, but just like a fire truck kind of thing, not a big fire truck, but just like a Ford pickup kind of fire truck. And he's backing up, and he starts to come forward, and this one thinks, let's go. No, wait, you have to let them go through first. So it's not perfect. No. That's why it's supervised.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it was It was great.
A lifesaver.
Yeah, I wasn't tired at all when we got home from that. I mean, I was tired, but not like I would normally be, because when we come back on the way up, we always stay overnight.
Right.
But on the way back, we do the straight. It's like 10 to 12 hours, depending on how much you stop. And with the electric, you got to stop every hour and a half or so to, it figures out, okay, if you stop here and you fill up for 2 minutes, then you can keep going on your trip. And I'm like, well, if I'm here for 2 minutes, I'm going to walk over there and get me a Starbucks. And that's one thing. A lot of them are around places you can eat, but there are some in the middle of nowhere that there's nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're just filling up on electricity.
That's correct.
Yeah.
At the supercharge.
At the supercharge station.
Yeah.
And it only takes 2 minutes.
No, it depends on how your trip depletion and how it's picking out your whole thing. The full charge on a supercharger, I think it was 25 minutes.
Okay.
So, but my wife keeps it at 80. If it was my car, I'd put it at 90. On trips, I'd go to 100. What's the matter?
That's
Window open.
Pool guy?
Is it the pool guy or is it the other guy?
I don't know the other guy.
The other guy's finishing the fence.
Oh,
finally.
Might be the other guy. I saw a shadow go by.
Oh, if there's not a truck out front, it's the other guy, because he's next door neighbor. All right, where was I at before we were totally on the whole truck? Anyway, I'm like, I'm going to get me a Cybertruck, and then I saw one, early on, and I'm like, this is ugly as you know what. But then I saw some wrapped, and I saw some with some really good interiors and different rims. I'm like, that could be really nice. But I don't know if I want to spend that money since my truck is paid off.
We've got a Cybertruck in the parking garage of our condo in Colorado, and it's wrapped in marble. It's so freaking ugly.
Yeah, the ones I like have been wrapped in black.
Yeah,
and if I was going to wrap it, I'd wrap it. I guess I'm a little slow over here. I'm just real slow in general. Huh. I'd wrap it in like the gray Ford.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the haze gray, haze gray underway.
The matte finish.
All right, what else do we got today? You got any numbers since I've waited long enough?
Yeah. Well, I've been ready for a while, just listening to you talk. Right. Let's do this. I'll just share this screen real quick. As quick as your computer will let me. So there's the numbers. This is according to August 1st to today, 62 closings.
That's it?
In Stanislaus County. That's
11 days.
A little low.
Well, it's 11 days.
Yeah, it's 11 days. But, I mean, 11 days, we'll be done with this month in just
what happened
another
to you? You're like
11 days.
Blending in over there.
Yeah, it's because of the camera. 760
no, it's active, not the camera.
760 active listings, 375 pendings, which 375 pendings that will help our closings here next week, because I bet some of these are going to close this week.
All right.
So there we go. How about that?
You look like you look like you're from Stripes, not Stripes. The one with was it
Max Headroom?
No, it was where they act like they're aliens. It was not Bill Murray. Anyway, they had the little lights on them and everything that's colored. Anyway, it'll come to me by tomorrow.
Oh, cool. We can talk about that tomorrow.
That's right. What do we have this today? We have the existing home sales, which were released this morning, showing that closings on existing homes in July fell 1.7% to an annualized pace of 4.06 units, which was slightly better than estimates. They were looking for 4,050,000. That's what they were looking for instead of. So they were 4.06 million, and they were expecting 4.05 million. I just think it's just, again, the war, the rates, a little bit of everything.
Back to school.
Median home price fell 2% in July to 434,100, but still up 2% year over year. I want to check my other things when I'm finished to see what the other one was, because I gave you the increases. I mean, it was a decrease for inventory, but I didn't go about the number of days. ICE reported, and not ICE, but it's like, change the name of the report.
They're calling it ICE.
Yeah, ICE home price appreciation data rose 0.2 in July after seasonal adjustments, which means they accounted for typical seasonal math. At this time, year over year home values are up 1.5%, making this the fifth straight months of acceleration and the strongest annual growth in 14 months.
Wow.
Yeah, so things are turning around. ADP Weekly released their weekly employment data, showing that the average, there was 8,000 jobs created per week over the last 4 weeks. That's low. Based on this morning's read, it would forecast about 35,000 jobs over a full month period. This report has been consistently weakened over the past 2 months and points to a labor market that is softening, not strengthening. What that means is maybe the Fed won't raise rates like they were thinking they were going to do in the beginning of this, with this
Warsh's term.
All right, so the inventory that was down 7,224 as of last week, it had a median list price was down $335 to 448,665. It has 63 days on the market, and we're now up to 41.44% with reductions of homes. So my other number was, they said the number was over here. They were saying, I can't tell you, where did it go? Oh, 434, 100, fourth. So that they're lower than what Housing Wire put out there, which is Altos.
Oh,
so yeah.
And who are they?
They do the single family. I wonder if this is
the ICE.
No, this is ICE is a different one. ICE was about acceleration, not the median price. It was the existing home sales, which is would be your guys' thing, NAR.
Yeah.
But they probably talking about everything that's out there, not just single family homes.
I've got some car data if you want it.
What kind of car?
The California Association of Realtors. Week ending August 8th, so that was last week, right? 425 closed sales per day across the state, 495 pending sales per day across the state, which are the closings are down 27%, the pendings are down 12.5%, and the new listings of 634 a day are down 6%. But days on the market stayed at 27 days on the market, and you had 41 point something percent for reductions for the nation. The state is looking at 40.2% of reductions, which is an increase of 0.3%.
So it didn't have any reductions because it didn't have anything added.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's talking about oil and where it's at, but no one's really talking about how low the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve has fallen. Do you know how low it is?
It's so low, I can't get underneath it. I don't know how low.
300 million barrels, which is the lowest level since 1983.
Really?
The problem and I'm not knocking an administration, but Biden administration went in there multiple times. And then in the past, when Trump wanted to increase it, when he was first term, they fought him, wouldn't let him when oil was so cheap. And then Biden came in and spent even more of the barrels. And then we've released even recently more of the barrels. And this is not good because one of the problems, I listened to so many podcasts about oil and the whole thing that's going on with this war. And the reason Trump opened up and did what he did is because we were a few weeks away from running out of oil everywhere.
Wow.
And that what people don't understand, that's how much power all of a sudden Iran has by closing the strait, which they never had before. And that's why I think they're doing what they're doing. So
aren't we producing oil here too, though, now?
Yeah, but we don't use a lot of that oil. A lot of the oil goes elsewhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is correct. But the Petroleum Reserve is U.S. and they have to buy it. It's not free.
Yeah.
And they don't, who wants to, $80 a barrel right now because it went up again, I think. I mean, I know it did, but I don't know what it's at right now. And last week rates, they quoted 6.76 Fannie Freddie. Oof. Ouch. No, I'm just kidding. That's not bad. But we're still doing those 1.0 buy downs and if you're going to a normal place, it's like quarter, I just cover it. So yeah, there you go.
There you go.
But that's where everything's at. And everybody's like, well, then we should wait to not to buy. Well, we're going to sound like a broken record, but it's amazing time. I had some clients call me. I was referred to an agent, that's how it works. And they were like, well, the listing agent referred me the buyer's agent person.
Okay.
Because they had these people who wanted to purchase, but they needed to buy this property and they wanted to do the short form VA. And I guess a lot of lenders don't do that. Well,
why?
We do. Don't get me started.
Okay.
I'm glad they don't, because send them my way.
Right.
And so I talked to them, ran their numbers, and they had no money for closing costs. None.
Absolutely none.
And so they got about $15,000 for closing costs. And now they were supposed to put in $2,800, 1% of the purchase price as their EMD. And I'm like, well, they don't need to, because they're getting all of it back except for $100. And they're going to get more than they're going to get it all back once you guys lower the home warranty from $1,000 to what it really is going to be, because home warranties aren't $1,000.
Well, it depends on how many different options you choose.
They have no pool, no pool.
Oh, you should cover the pool anyway, though.
Yeah, so they just have air conditioning, and you know what I mean. So
a lot of
and a heater and
home warranty companies have gone to a new, like they call it their master plan or whatever, and it includes the AC. You pay a little bit more, but
I know, but it's not $1,000.
I know it's never.
I'm just saying it's going to be like $650 as a max I've seen for this house. And so they're going to get all of it back. So I'm like, okay, well, let's talk to your agent to see if we can knock it down to $500. And they finally did that, because there was no sense to send in $2,140 just to sit there.
Sit.
To get it back in a few weeks.
Right.
So I understand the whole purpose of it is to get them. These guys are motivated. They're getting in a place with no money out of pocket, and want to buy down also on this. And so it's a great deal for these people. And this is the first time they're buying, and they're, what I would consider older, your age.
Yeah.
Took me a while to come up with that.
I'm considered elderly now.
Yeah, so do I.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
I watch that wheel spin as you go for your birth year.
Round and round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you play the lottery? It's so big.
I did.
I did it in Washington State, so that way California couldn't get its hands on it.
Yeah, I did in Colorado, and I didn't win a damn thing.
Yeah, me neither. I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm still here too. I do have a friend whose brother is the luckiest guy in the world. Played the Powerball, and he won $38,000.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah.
So after taxes,
yeah, he got $1,200.
$16,000. Yeah, if you're not going to give in the big thing, I don't want it.
I do. I'd take that 38, no problem. I'd take that 12.
Yeah, and then I'm working on my disability final stuff. I got one of my Nexus letter and DBQs done. So if you guys are a veteran and you need to increase that stuff, talk to me. And then I'm working on my last one, which is my PTSD one. And so I'll have that all submitted by end of the month, and hopefully in a few weeks.
Working.
What?
Always working.
Well, I did the covers. The covers are pretty cool, but it's just a matter of time. It's just because everybody asked me about. I was on a podcast for divorced people, and they were like, "Can we have your book?" I'm like, "It's really not going to help you." I mean, it's not going to be connected to what you're doing. It's like, can you send me your book because I'm going through probate? That's not going to work.
Yeah.
Yes, I did write a book for VA for probate, but it's nowhere close to being done.
Really?
So, yeah.
All right.
And then my barbecue one that's almost finished. I mean, the book is finished, but I need pictures. But it also then has a non-alcoholic version too.
Cool.
And it doesn't say water.
It's a spritzer.
No, it's anyway.
Yeah, good.
All right, that's all I have for today.
Cool.
I'll be back at 10 for Aces 53, and then more and more work today. I want to go back to vacation.
Go back.
All right, everybody, make it a great day. We'll be back tomorrow.
Peace out, brothers and sisters.
All right, bye.
Bye.